All right, let's go around the horn, guys. The draft has officially concluded with the Malik Lewis pick. Let's talk some winners overall from night 2 of the NBA draft, or I guess you can do the draft at large. Cart, who's your biggest winner?
I'm going to go ahead and go back to the Kings here. I think they made a great addition in the second round, getting Emmanuel Sharp, a high-level shooter who I think brings that winning-level culture to a program in the Kings, who I think needs a little bit of that. So they get their star in the first round, and then they kind of round that out with Alex Caravan and Darius Acuff. I don't want to jinx myself here, but I love the Kings draft. I think it should be deserving of the A or an A+ grade for me.
Yep, I think that's a fair one. Was, we'll go to you next. Who's your winner?
That would have been my pick, to be honest.
Twinski.
Listen, I like what the Grizzlies did. I like that I guess it's unrelated to the draft, but I like adding Isaiah Stewart. They're going for this culture change. But as I said in the top of the show, I love Richie Saunders. They took him second in the second round. Again, I think I had the Grizzlies yesterday as the team who I thought was a big winner. So props to them. They picked my guy again.
All right, I'm going to be a little bit of a homer here for my winner, and it's entirely off of the Ugonna and Yenso move. But I actually like what the Detroit Pistons did for us here. I think they honed in on 2 guys that they really saw the vision for. The first being Obuko Okorie. They moved up to get him. There was a lot of speculation that they had done some unprecedented level of background checks on Ibuka, ultimately made it happen. And then you saw the Isaiah Stewart move tonight where they were able to backfill it really nicely with essentially an elite rim protector. I think they've had a plan. They stuck to it. Is it the flashiest or the sexiest names? No, of course not. But they've created some space in the process that could hopefully fill in with some star power alongside the role players that they've added in this draft. Is Fish in the fishbowl still? Is he going to give us a winner as well? I feel like we need to check in on our guy.
Fish, please, if you can hear me.
Fish, please tell us that you're here.
I'm here. Do you guys have me? Yeah, I've been. There are some. All I'll say, there are some major trade wins right now that we've been working on, and I cannot take this call because we're still on air. I would say that my big winner on the trade front, combining last night and tonight, the fact that Atlanta did not move up in the first round and waited for Flemings at 8, and then on the flip side, the fact that they did move up to make sure they got Visar tonight, who Was had as a damn near first round pick all the way down at 53. Was it the final pick they got up to? 52 with the Clippers. I like this. And then Zuby in the middle there too, where Atlanta was supposed to trade 23, but they wanted to wait, get a guy they really liked. So I like Atlanta's draft.
All right, let's do surprises next. Cart, you can go first. What's your biggest surprise?
I'm going to go ahead with Malik Brown getting drafted early on in the draft. I understand what he brings defensively, but I don't really see positionally, size-wise, how he can hang in the NBA, even though he is a, stocks, if they count tips in the box score type of guy, he's the one that can really make an impact there. But I think with other centers on the board and players like Isaiah Nelson and Henry Vesar and Onyesu, it kind of felt like a little bit of a reach for a guy that was a 5-5 backup big in college.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. Wasp, biggest surprise?
I think a couple of the undrafted guys. Rafael Castro, to me, I would have said, close to a lock to getting picked. Uzan, I thought would have got picked last year had he stayed in the draft. He comes back, and, Flemings comes there. I thought scouts would have been understanding that Flemings pushed him off the ball and put him in an uncomfortable spot. Maybe that contributed to his down year, but Uzan, to me, I thought was definitely going to get picked. So those 2 guys stand out as surprises.
Good shouts. I think we beat it into the ground a little bit, but Henry Vesar's drop was the biggest surprise for me on night 2. As far as an overall class, I would look at what the Nets did in this draft and consider that a little bit of a surprise for me. For the second consecutive year, I come away not really understanding what the Nets are trying to build foundationally. I think they picked at the top of the draft in that group of guards and walked away with the guard that I personally liked the least. The Joshua Jefferson pick was probably my favorite of the 3 in terms of where they got him and when. But to follow Jefferson up with Tyler Pillow, a guy that to me is going to play near the same spot in between this mess that they're building, I would have a hard time feeling good if I'm a Nets fan right now, Card. I don't know if you agree.
Yeah, the thought process of picking players they like that don't fit, how many years can you do that till the roster just becomes a little bit just discombobulated? And when you have that, I really don't know how you find success when pieces just don't fit.
Yeah, tweeners and guys that need the basketball is not a puzzle I'm buying into.